The message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And down to the 29-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The 3rd down battle run by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Kamara on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Winston. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Results in a 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
His first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 15 yards on the play. First down.
15.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
For the Falcons.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Intended for Jared.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Saints 3. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Winston to throw it this time. And he finds Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. To throw again on second down. Winston flushed out right. The Sanders has got it complete. And we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And 10.
Again, it's Winston. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
third down. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
18 on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 2nd down and 6. To the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
It is good. Makes the score Falcons 24, Saints 6.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Taking it about the 16. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Gurley's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, Falcons! Todd Gurley, 45 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in, but couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the gun, Ryan. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
For the Falcons field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2nd and 11 now. Here's Winston. And Thomas has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6. First down, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
On first down, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now Ryan on first down. The quick slant caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. There's a throw into the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Winston now to throw on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Jenkins on
Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
Second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Another carry now for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Gurley again here on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
13.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.